Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings, a Game of Thrones mod here today on the channel. We have my Aegon Targaryen series. The gameplay for this video is a culmination of all my episodes released Let's Play wise in one video. So like, sub, all that good YouTube stuff. Okay, so War for the Iron Throne has erupted. We need to rally the troops against Rhaenyra the Wicked. So King Aegon has ascended the throne with his dragon, Sunfire, his queen Helena, and 3 children. He is 22. He has the Baratheons with Boris, Jason of the Westerlands siding with him. Cregan Stark, Jane Arryn supports them along with the Velaryons. He's vengeful, brave, lazy, lustful, and does have a lot of bad negative traits, but going on the tradition of male preference primogeniture throughout the realm, probably has more realm support. So upon King Viserys' death in 229 AC, the Lord Commander of the King's Guard, Sir Criston Cole, later called the Kingmaker, defies the late King's wishes. That will name his daughter, the Princess Rhaenyra, as his heir, and Cole instead crowns her younger brother, Prince Aegon, as King Aegon II. A civil war between Aegon, Targaryen and Rhaenyra for the control of the Iron Throne erupts, and then it's later known as the Dance of the Dragons. Unfortunately, in the show, we didn't see Criston Cole crown Aegon. He just gets later referred as Kingmaker. We did see in the show, though, that Viserys went around and made a lot of the lords swear fealty to Rhaenyra, but I tend to side with Aegon just because of male preference primogeniture. Rhaenyra seems way worse in the books, so I tend to side with him. So let me know in the comments, who do you side with? Who do you think has the better claim? I think it's about 50-50 online. I think most people that read the books tend to side with Aegon, and the Greens claim slightly, but let me know. So here is the family tree. We've got Aemond with us with Vhagar, Daeron with Caesarion, and then we've got Rhaenyra with her 4-pronged claim. The Arryns, the Velaryons and whatnot. We've got Jace, Luke and Joff, who I see as illegitimate. I definitely think they are. Some people don't believe that, but I reckon they're Harwin Song's children. Okay, so we're going to make plans and preparations. So let's have a look around Westeros, who's potentially could come in on our side. So Boris is with us. Dorne is independent. They're not a part of the Seven Kingdoms. Lionel is a babe and is currently ruled by a regent, so the High Towers rule there. We've got Dalton Greyjoy. We could make him maybe the Master of Ships. And then we've got the Muppets in the Riverlands. Grover, Elmo, Kermit, Oscar, Jane Arryn, and then we've got Cregan Stark in the north. So they've got the numbers on us and the dragons. Okay, so we have to pick a Paragon. I kind of want to make Aegon a little bit more competent than what he is. Make him a warrior. Try and get him as much better warrior stats, I guess. He's just a bit mid at the moment. I think we'll start focusing on Marshal, even though he's gone into stewardship, because I want to try and get him actively commanding. Sunfire isn't the biggest dragon. Vhagar is. So we're going to use Aemond and him. Probably Aemond more, try and keep him sparingly. Otto is Hand of the King, Jasper is Master of Law, Tyland is Master of Coin, Boris is Master of Arms, Larys is our Master of Whisperers, we'll try and deploy him. Ironrod is Lord Jasper, so okay. And then we haven't even got an Admiral here. I guess we could name Aemond. I think they did that in the show. Didn't they mess that up though? Wasn't he Master of something else? And then ships. Anyway, the High Sept in there as well. So let's just hope that Rhaenyra doesn't just get all her dragons to descend upon King's Landing, kill Vhagar, and ultimately win. So we'll try and follow Sir Criston Cole's plan, make Aegon a little bit more competent, go up the Crown Lands, maybe try and snipe Dragonstone. We'll see how we go. So let's appoint Aemond as Master of Ships, and we'll try and get him involved in this war as much as possible. Okay, so any other things we can do here? A couple of wars we can declare. We can make some acolytes. Let's try and ransom some of these lords for additional coin for mercenaries. Okay, so am I happy with all this by default? We have 15,000 men, but dragons are going to be the defining factor in this war. Sir Crispin on the King's Guard, Lord Commander. We'll keep him as Lord Commander, not the Hand of the King. And then I've got my boys, Estamont, Rain. We've got Arik. So, a lot of people loyal to me. Not the best, but I'm sure this King's Guard will dwindle as the war fully erupts. Looks like Sunfire is ultimately deployed. We can't seem to invite dragon seeds by the look of it. But King Aegon sits the Iron Throne. The Conqueror's crown, the Conqueror's name, the Conqueror's armor, and the Conqueror's sword. So let's put the banners of House Targaryen up. You should remember to do this every run, just to get those additional bonuses. And we've also got Balerion, the Black Dread's skull. And let's add another one there too. We've already added the Iron Throne. And let's try and steal some more enemy banners, I suppose. Otto is our Hand of the King. Okay, so let's marry Jaehaera to Jaehaerys. I do like in the show, this second season, that Aegon actually loved his son, Jaehaerys. That's kind of nice. So let's combine those claims. And then we've still got young Maelor, who isn't in the show for whatever reason, but I don't know if I ultimately agree with George's butterfly effect. We do need to get Aemond married off to one of the Baratheon girls. They skipped that, where he did a lot of creepy stuff. I can't remember who he actually chose in the end, but it looks like we can choose the second daughter. Flora seems to have better traits here, so I might go with her. We don't really hear much about the Baratheons in the show. They make a whole thing about Luke's death and the Baratheon support, but then they sort of get forgotten. I think he marries Floris. I could be wrong, but I think we're going to go with the other one. No. Maybe we'll go with Floris, actually. Okay, so Daeron is currently in Old Town. We want to try and get him and Tessarion back to King's Landing, because the Greens that now have the most dragons. Oh my god! Bartimus Celtigar with the Valyrian Steel Axe. We could marry, because we got to marry Daeron off too. Maybe to the Martells, maybe. We just want to try and get more support. Maybe a Dane. We're just trying to find Daeron a wife. Okay, so we could maybe plot against Rhaenyra and see how we go. Okay. Because this war is going to be bloody. We're not in the best position, but if we can bribe some of the... Wait, we can bribe the White Worm? Hang on, maybe a lot of people just don't like it. Wait, Daemon might be interested? What? 48. He's quite old now. Is he only meant to be 60 in the show? Okay, hang on. So, the best way to get rid of a Dragon Rider is by poison. So, we don't have numerically enough dragons. We've also... Wait, Hugh Hammer, we might be able to invite. Because she's got dragon seeds too. Yeah, I don't know why in the show they just... It wasn't mentioned like, okay, let's send every single dragon. I reckon if we can send all 7 just to attack Vega, you probably win. Okay. So, let's start a plot against Rhaenyra. Let's raise our armies. And we'll allow Aemond to take control. I would like... Oh, wait. Oh, Dalton Greyjoy declared his independence. Well, that's annoying. Jane Arryn, too. Interesting. So, she's fighting for her independence. She has 2 pup dragons now, though. Okay, so we're getting some of the Crown Land forces. I do quite like that we got to see Rosby and Stokeworth. The battle for Rook's Rest was kind of cool. I liked it. Except for the Darkland sigil was slightly wrong. It was meant to be 7 Darkland badges, not 6. Okay, so let's marry... I could marry Maelor. to one of the Dornish. We don't want to dilute the blood too much. So it looks like Boris is coming to help us out now. We're rallying up at King's Landing with our forces. The AI is coming out to help as well. And then we'll start moving up the Crown Lands. And we'll try and bait them into an attack. So it looks like Aemond is going to be fully in control. Along with Kristen Cole. Oh, looks like the Velaryons are sending some forces here. Interesting. But a lot of settlements are now under siege. So this is going to be tough, this war. Okay, so we can't go with his daughter. Why is... We've still got a lot of Velaryons here too. So Corain can marry Daeron. That's probably not a bad idea. And we can get the Martell forces involved. Okay. I didn't realize Jason had so many children. Look at this. A lot of daughters too. We could marry Maelor to one of the Lannisters to keep their support. Because although they support they support Aegon's claim now, I'm thinking about after the dance too. Because we're probably going to have to deal with the Arryns. We want to try and eventually bring in the Martells and then the Greyjoys. So let's betroth Maelor to Tyasha, one of Jason's daughters. So the dragon and the lion will wed. And we've got Corlys, his claim there. Yeah, so we've got Vaemond as lion. So it does look like a lot of the Velaryons are still siding with us, which is nice. Some of them seem to be in Driftmark though. Yeah, so Jace Velaryon, 48, the cousin. Interesting. Okay. So she's got the numbers, she's got the dragons, she's got a lot of the support. We do have the biggest dragons, so that will count for something. But let's start making our way up through the Crown Lands and try and intercept some of the enemy forces. Bring some Darklands under our control. So Aemond's out here. Let's have our first battle of the dance. We still seem to have numerical supremacy, and the Dornish are going to be brought in. But we want to try and keep the dragon riding ability pure in the bloodline and try and not breed out too much. Okay, so the first battle here, we've won. 2, just outside Stokeworth. Can we call the Dornish? Call to war. Yes, so let's get them to come up. In the books, they actually sided with the Stepstones. So having the Martells involved is a good idea. I don't know why they would, really. I guess instability in Westeros. And I guess they've accepted the marriage, too. The Riverlands is on fire. Daemon, Matt Smith in Harrenhal is having his fever dream. Okay, so let's make our way up the Crown Lands here, and then we'll try and snipe Dragonstone. I don't know how hard it is it's going to take, but if we could capture it, that would be ideal. But we still might be able to bait someone over. Lord Rosby demands trial by combat. Let's accept, because we've still got a fair few decent Kingsguard members. Estamon and Rain aren't the best. Maybe Rickard Thorne, who we got to see in the show. We've nearly seen... I think we have seen all of Aegon's Kingsguard members. Do we really need to see Rickard Thorne? Maybe. Rain's not the best. Same with Estamon. Yeah, so let's go with Rickard Thorne. And allow him to do trial by combat. Oh, he's actually going to fight himself. And he's dead. He lost to Rickard Thorne. Mathis Rosby. 29. Justice has been served. Lucky Fire wasn't called as the champion. Okay, so we're going to try and rush to Dragonstone. And hopefully try and take the castle, unlike Loras Tyrell in GOT. Okay, so Lord Massey has come over. From Sharp Point. I don't know why they got that wrong. But Aemond is the Lord of Sharp Point. Okay, so why is Aemond not commanding? I could... no, I want Aemond. Where is Aemond? I went past him. There he is. We'll get Vagar to control. Okay, so let's try and take Dragonstone. Daeron wants to be my squire. No, I don't think so. We can allow someone else to do that. He's probably going to get better traits from someone else. Alright, let's try and move up to Dragonstone. 2,300. Yikes. You do have to be careful as well, deploying dragons. I don't know if I really want to lose Vhagar this early. Because he is our ultimate weapon. He should be able to win any dragon duels quite effectively. The biggest and baddest dragon. Okay, so we've had one of our captors escape. Okay. So I think it was the play to come over here. Oh, so it does look like Rhaenyra has rallied up a little bit. With the Starks and the Arryns bringing them down south. Okay, I don't know if sniping Dragonstone is the best play. But we've kind of got them to leave Dragonstone. So I guess that's good. We didn't have to fight them on Dragonstone itself. Aegon has entered Regency because he's commanding this. Okay. Just trying to get him some XP here. We could use his personal golden sigil. I don't know why they changed it in the show. But whatever. I think we'll continue with the red because we're the proper Targaryens. I feel like using the gold would, I don't know. Delegitimize us. So let's leave that Regency there. Okay, so we're besieging Driftmark and Dragonstone. So we can't conduct a terror campaign. That's already being done. I guess we can don't use. So we can't use any of those abilities. I feel like in the earlier version you could. All right, let's get Aemond back. So let's continue. So we're basically, I guess, lore-wise, RP-wise, broken the Velaryon blockade, allowing supplies into King's Landing. Let's move back now. We've allowed the Martells to come back up, and let's deploy here and just see if we get lucky. It looks like a battle's going to ensue. So we're going to transport back over, and there are 90,000 here, but 60,000, but there's dragons involved. Oh no, but there's been a bunch of deaths. Sir Criston Cole, a lot of people are being consumed by dragonfire. Criston Cole, the Kingmaker, is no more. He has now died in the Crown Lands to Meleys, the Red Queen. Oh, wow. And it looks like we've lost Presta, another Kingsguard member. Oh no, Leon Estamont. 3 Kingsguard members. Oh my god. Liquidated. And we need a new Kingsguard member. I guess you wouldn't choose Arik, but because of his brother Eric. Arik seems to be quite loyal though. So let's name him. You never know, he might not last that much longer. I think I want to choose those that are better suited for the job. Oh my god, we're going to need 3. He's massive. He's a giant. So Stefan Griffin. Oh, interesting. He's of, oh, his mother is a Lannister. Interesting. So Stefan the Griffin is, half Lannister. Okay, so we'll allow Wallace Chester. We're probably going to allow all those guys, Adam, to join. Oh, okay, so ultimately we lose that. Yikes. So Aemond has a massive defeat. So not starting off well. 3 Kingsguard members destroyed. A huge chunk of the army. And we've got some new Kingsguard members. Okay, we're going to deny that trial by combat because we're going to be constantly dealing with them. But the Lannisters have put a member on the Kingsguard. Looks like we're fighting Greyjoys here, though. Dalton's now popped up. Fighting against Aemond. He's now won. Okay, so I suppose we just go in again. We do have that plot against Rhaenyra too. We haven't seen her on the battlefield, so let's move up with Aemond and try and go again. Try and engage Meleys, because she seems to be actively in combat here. Joffrey Velaryon takes to the skies. Interesting, got to watch out for him now. Let's go back in again. Another battle is ensuing. We're making good friends. Okay. Oh, nice. The death of a dragon rider. Aemond the One-Eye on Vhagar has killed Rhaenys Targaryen And Melis as well. The Rhaenyra's faction has lost their biggest and baddest dragon, and we've won. Okay, so after losing 3 Kingsguard members, Aemond has managed to take out their biggest dragon. Okay, so we've still got that plot against Rhaenyra too. She seems to be in active combat, but we're going to be able to have a result on that soon. But it looks like Hugh Hammer, Daemon, and Mysaria are like, yeah, look, you know what? We actually might back that plot with the Martells involved. The realm is burning. Let's continue Maelor to be running amok around the Red Keep, I guess. Sure. Okay. So, nice, the drink of life. Let's see if we can get rid of Rhaenyra and get this war done. Nice! And she's been taken out. Rhaenyra has died. And that is the end of the dance. With her dead, Daemon, I guess, has submitted to... Oh, but it's invalidated the war. That is such an annoying thing to do. But we did what Daemon said. It's much easier to take out a dragon rider by poison rather than fight. So we did have one big dance. Syrax has now become a wild dragon. And Princess Rhaenyra has been taken out by her own council, who you can tell in the show didn't really overly support her anyway. But we've got peace, but there's still a lot of traitors and rebels to deal with. We're going to try and ransom a bunch of the lower lords, because we now need to rule. Bunch of pipers, river lords, and brackens as well. So let's go through and ransom to try and get as much money as we can from what we lost. So we've won the Dance of the Dragons. However, there's still a lot of traitors, illegitimate children, and heirs we have to deal with. And Queen Jane of the Vale rebels still. Let's dismiss Aemond as regent. And let's grant a pardon to him. I don't know why he was rebelling. Let's make Otto both of Jaehaerys and Jaehaerys' guardian, and we can make some more acolytes, which I forgot to do. Okay, so Jane Arryn with 2 dragons still rebels. Dorne is not quite on our side. Through an alliance, yeah. And the Greyjoy still rebelled too. Okay, so now with the war ended, Jace, Luke, and Joff have now been imprisoned. So we're going to have to deal with them. And Daemon's been imprisoned as well. So we're going to have to deal with the traitors, I suppose. Corlys Velaryon has been imprisoned too, along with Ulf, Nettles, and various other dragon riders too. We couldn't seem to find Hugh Hammer. I think he died in this. So let's deal with their children. So renounce your claim. Like, we could do that. We could banish from the realm. So I think we'll do that. Join the Night's Watch. Renounce your claim. Unfortunately, your dragon will be killed, but you can go to the wall. And he's going to decline that. That's the deal. So Aegon is going to be quite merciless. So if he's not going to accept that, we can't allow Jace to live. So we will get kinslaying. I wish the secret could be revealed so then we don't get that, because it's technically not his nephew. So burn with dragon fire. Feed to the dragon. I think dragon flame will be more merciful. So Jace is going to refuse. We're going to give the same offer to Luke. He's going to decline. And then with Joff too. Okay. Nettles. We'll banish. Take a vow. Okay, so we'll banish Ulf the White. Your dragon will be killed. And we'll banish. He's going to accept the banishment to the wall. So Ulf is going to go to the wall. Daemon on Caraxes. You can join the Night's Watch. He's going to refuse. He will not join the Night's Watch, so he will be taken out by Dragonfire. He can take a vow and become a Septon, though. So Daemon Targaryen, my uncle, will be no more. Corlys Velaryon is going to accept the banishment and join the Night's Watch at 77. I hope he doesn't get a cold up there. So he's going to be sent north. And we've dealt through a lot of the claimants. Now, we do have Daemon and Rhaenyra's legitimate children. Aegon. So, a lot of these dragons are gone wild now with the death of their riders. So, I don't feel like Viserys and Aegon should be dealt with. So, we've got Baelor and Rhaenyra here. You know what? Although we use the Baratheons, the Martells, and the Lannisters for their support, I think we're better off now that Jace and Luke are no more. The betrothal's been broken. We're going to marry Aemond to Baelor and Daeron to Rhaenyra. And that will... I think it's a smarter play to combine those claims. Because we basically want to try to avoid future issues. Then we've got Aegon here too. And Viserys. And we'll make them cupbearers and bring them into the fold. But they will have a slight claim, I guess. So we basically just need to support Jaehaerys' claim. We just need to clean up after the dance. Okay, so Nettles is going to Essos. Ulf has joined the Night's Watch, along with Corlys Velaryon. So he might be able to buy his way up to become Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. So it looks like that Velaryon line has died. And essentially Driftmark is... Wait, Driftmark's going to fall to Baelor? Interesting. I don't know about that. Yeah, okay. Aegon is currently the heir. Interesting. They don't like... my nephews don't like me simply because we've taken out Jace, Luke, and Joff, I suppose. Oh, okay, so Vaemond... So that's Vaemond's line. Okay. So now they've gone to Driftmark. They should really be ruling, I think. Jace, Montford. So still a bunch of Velaryons loyal to us. We still could marry into that house from like Vaemond's line onwards. Okay, so Viserys can marry the Baratheon daughter. So we'll still get that alliance, but we're just slightly just going to switch around the betrothals, I think. Aegon isn't the best character, traits-wise and stats, so we'll try and conquer the Vale. We'll see how we go. Jaehaerys has fallen ill, so try and be cautious, but do what you can. So we are winning these wars, but taking the Vale is going to be easier said than done. Okay, so we're in a really good position now. We've melted away the Vale's army with Dragonfire, but as Aegon and Aemond are not really liked, because we did get the Kinslayer trait, it doesn't seem like any of the lords in Westeros are coming to help us out in this war, so that's going to be difficult. Last time around we had the Baratheons, who we broke the betrothal with, and we managed to marry Rhea and essentially Daemon's children to Aemond and Daeron, so they're not the most happy. Oh, so Baelor is... okay. Heir of Driftmark. So we can't get that married off just yet. Okay. So it will happen eventually. Interesting that Baelor has been named the heir of Driftmark. It's just a little bit weird. But whatever. We've also still got to deal with the Greyjoys. And then Aegon obviously wants to bring in Dorne as well. So still a lot of dragon battles. A lot of fights. And a lot of conquering to do in this run before we eventually put Jaehaerys on the throne. So still sieging out more forts and castles, the Red Fort. We still want to try and prune that army that keeps on popping up. So although we've got the experience from all the war support score from defeating those armies, it's still not a bad idea to get Aegon farmed a bit better, and we still can potentially get rid of Jane too. Sheep Stealer is roaming, so in the books they don't tend to leave Dragonstone, but apparently they're probably here in the Vale too. Oh, okay, so Mazaria has been a spy. I don't know, wonder who she's spying for. We managed to get her support along with Daemon's. And most of her councillors to get rid of Rhaenyra. We managed to get rid of her by poison. One of the best ways to get rid of a dragon rider. But she wasn't actively fighting that we could see. It was Melis, who was taken out by Aemond. Okay. Still trying to hunt that Arryn army. Oh, getting a little bit close here. Oh, okay, so Sheep Stealer is now being a menace in the Crown Lands. Actually near King's Landing. I could send Aegon now, I don't want to do that. I don't want to send Aemond too. Do we try and pay someone and just see how they go? They might be able to... Yeah, and we also probably... It's probably a way to get rid of someone too. Hang on, let's pay someone to deal with Sheep Stealer. Oh god. Crispin. That's not... It's a Crispin Cole. We could send Arik. Crispin's 34. Joran. Unlanded nobles. I guess we send Crispin. He might be able to get the dragon. He's a nobody, but he might become a dragon slayer. Pay 250. And he basically just got decimated, as you would think. Oh, here we go. So... Oh! Aegon on Sunfire has seen Queen Jane. And is going to go Dracarys. Has the war ended? No. Let's rename a new son Balon, I think. After one of my grandsires. Okay, so the war still rages on. Jane Arryn of the Vale is no more. And one of her captured cousins is now taken. So the war is still raging on. We need a new Master of Ships because Aemond is not there. Let's get Cregan Stark. And still keeping an eye on that. So King Aldrich is now the King of the Vale. Oh, and interesting, Aegon? Huh. Is his heir. Oh, it's because the Arryn line is so dead. Okay, so if we can get rid of Aldrich, we can put a Targaryen on the Vale seat. Oh, that's because Aegon's mother is Rhaenyra, but her grandmother, yeah, is Emma Arryn. Oh, it's just because there's not many Arryns left. Interesting. Well, that's not too bad. And he's probably okay with that. Okay, well, let's try and win this war in the Vale. Because we do have to keep Rhaenyra's other children happy somewhat. Because they are dragon riders in their own right. And they're Targaryens. So, maybe giving Aegon and Viserys the Vale to rule through their Arryn claim. Looks like King Aegon is getting the proud name rather than the dragon you know what. Okay, so he is getting a little bit better. Oh, it's reset. Oh, that's annoying. Helena's pregnant, so that's nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to retake a bunch of those forts. The Harlaws are raiding. Yeah, it's because we got rid of Jane. So it's gone to a 42 percentile. But so far, I think we're doing okay, relatively, with only the Crown Land forces. We do have two dragons, 3 dragons. The Vale is just so vast and hard to take. And at the end of the day, this is Aegon the second. He's a bit of a drunk and aloof. Rhea and Daeron have had a child. Nice. What should we call her? I don't know. So I guess we combined that claim. Maybe Rhaenys is fine. So that's good. We just want to try and combine a bunch of the claims so we're not dealing with civil wars constantly. Okay, so this war is still raging ridiculously. Okay. Yeah, we're just so low on men. This war has raged on for so long. Sheep Stealer is still roaming. Helena has had another child with me. A daughter, Rhaenyra. It's not a bad name. I'm actually happy with that, I think. Could go with like Daenerys or something, but... Or Visenya. But I think that's fine. The risk of bravery. Okay, so it looks like Sunfire is about to decimate another lord. Nicely done. But thankfully the Vale doesn't have scorpions by the look of it. Okay, my domain has increased, so we have to do with that. What the... Okay, we're being raided again by wildlings. That's what that sigil is. Sunfire is about to get rid of another Lord of the Vale. Yeah, we're just so low on manpower now. We're just struggling. I don't want to deploy Sunfire because he's not the biggest dragon. Oh, Jason the Lewd is sleeping out. It's fine. He's got so many children. He's even got so many illegitimate ones. Do they really talk about his children in the show? Not really. So Laris is still finding heaps of schemes. So we just got to slowly start taking castles again. 4 years. This war has raged on for. It's just annoying that it reset game-wise. Honestly, with Jane Aaron's claim, it should have made the war invalid, but that's okay. We do have a decent amount of coins, so I think we just need to start bringing in more mercenaries. But overall, you got to take into consideration that this is Aegon II conducting a military campaign. And we're only using Crown Land forces. We got no support. If we had like the Seven Kingdoms to come in and help, the AI would automatically start taking settlements. We'll move up here. We'll just let Daeron command it on Tessarion. I actually think Tessarion is probably a bigger dragon than Aegon. Oh, this is not good. Oh no, we just lost Sir Rickard Thorne. How? Oh, he just died in battle. Let's try and get a new member in. Oh, we just lost that then. Oh god, it went to 55. Sir Lucas the Bloody Bat. Montfred Valarion. The Bloody Bat. He looks cool. It's got like the Batman sigil. We'll name him to the Kingsguard. We've just gone through so many. We've lost more Kingsguard members than Dragon Riders, which is good, I guess. Okay, so nice. We've got a new clutching of eggs we'll be able to give out. And she's not too happy. Okay, let's form up again. Go against the Vale army another time. And we maybe just need to bring the army back to King's Landing. Potentially. Cregan Stark is going to send some forces up. With the dragon, we should be fine. Jace. Oh yeah, Aegon and Jaehaera. Oh no, so they're taken to the skies. Nice. Jaehaera and Jaehaerys. We've managed to get rid of another bunch of lords. Tessarion in the fight. Okay, so Maelor has an opportunity to grab the brave trait, I suppose. Rah. Oh, nice. Sunfire is engaging again. Yeah. We're just running out of men. It's too hard. 5 years, this war. Yeah, we can't seem to call anyone in. Now it's swung back to a 50-50. He's not even married. I guess we could try and get rid of him, start a plot. It might be easier. Because we've tried to conduct this campaign militarily. It's just not really worked out. We've just got Laris, who's such a competent master of whisperers. A schemer and a plotter. People theorize that he can use his green seeing ability and old god's ability to see in through the eyes of rats and plot. So, because if we can get rid of him, Aegon is going to sit the Vale throne, and we're starting to just lose these battles now. We tried our best, but the army just got liquidated, and we're starting to lose legitimacy. And we only have to get rid of him, and then Aegon now sits. So we're going to take a little bit of a pause and a breather in this war. We'll move the army, if I can, back to King's Landing, because that will allow us to replenish and repair. We did quite well. We got to about a 50-50, but then it reset. So all the castles we took, Goldtown, Red Fort, one in the north. Once Jane Arryn died, it reset and had to retake them. Willem of the Bronze Gate is now dead, but it's not the first time. It's just like Aegon to conduct a military campaign and not do quite well. Alright, let's move south. Oh, we're just getting chopped up here now. We've lost 3 consecutive battles. The Dragon Riders are fine, it's just our army is dilapidated. So let's now go back to King's Landing, recover. Oh, looks like Martin Rain died too. All of his yes-men who joined the King's Guard are now died. I don't know if I even like the look of any of these guys. Gawain seems better. Alright, murder en route to the Vale. Looks like it's going to be quite successful. Let's pay and see if this gets done. Okay, so here today, we're going to make plans and preparations to stop the Harlaws raiding us. Dalton Greyjoy, the Red Cat Kraken. I can't wait to see him in the TV series. Jason was a criminal? I don't know, I guess we'll pardon him. And then we've also got to go north to deal with the wildlings here. And then I guess we'll make plans and preparations to go against Dorne and bring them into the fold. So Cregan Stark has now bent the knee to Aegon after Rhaenyra's no more. Okay, so let's now send Aegon to the Westerlands with 20,000 Crownlander soldiers, along with Sunfire. Larys has imprisoned a Bracken. He is such a fantastic master of whisperers. Was the main one who slipped the deed into Rhaenyra's cup. Oh, okay, so Jaehaerys is going to be a bit botched here. Okay. It was Master Orwild too. No, I think he would have tried to do his best. Alright, let's deal with the Harlaws here, the Targaryen way, with Dragonfire, as they raid the Westerland coast. Maelor is married to a Lannister, so that's their reward. Maelor looks like he wants to become a knight. Sure. And looks like... Oh, interesting. So I guess Boris is no more. Alright, let's now go to the Iron Islands and deal with the rebellious Harlaws. Stop them from raiding. And let's use Sunfire. Grey Ghost now attacks the peasantry. We were already having problems with Sheep Stealer, so let's pay. Alright, we might need to split things off too. Oh, nice. Helena has another daughter. Do I keep Rhea? Or do I change the name to like Daenerys? Emma. Oh, that's a bit weird. No, we're not going to call it... Nah, let's just go with... Oh, maybe go with Daenerys, actually. Yeah, let's give Daenerys that egg. Oh, because I think Tessarion had a clutchling of eggs. That's why we've got dragon eggs now. Alright, so Sunfire was slightly wounded. Yeah. Okay, but we've managed to take the castle, though. We might just need to split the army. We've got enough now. We crushed the Harlaws, so let's just split them all up. I don't think they're going to be able to come back. Nickname for Sea Smoke, the Iron Shadow. Now his new Dragon Rider. Alright, so let's just split around here and finish off this Targaryen conquest of the Harlaw Irons. Imagine seeing the spectacle from Pike. It'd be quite a sight to see. Sunfire has now recovered from his wounds, or her wounds. The beautiful golden dragon. Let's move that army back to deal with the raiders. The cannibal is now roaming. We'll need to keep an eye on him. Still sieging out most of the Harlaw territory, stopping this raid of the Westerlands. Moondancer now comes forth. Oh, this is going to be close. Going to be able to slightly win this battle. Volmark and Jolly going to be taken. Cregan is now besieging, helping us out. But ultimately, although Aegon sits the Iron Throne, a lot of the lords don't like him for what they perceive of getting rid of some of his kin, Jace, Luke, and Joff, which I think is overly harsh. I guess Daemon, but they all refused. They should take that into account. They all refused to take the black and surrender their dragons, so they had the choice. Oh, okay. The Harlaws won't be able to hold on for too much longer. And we'll be able to stop there. Alright, okay. A rival there. Laris dealing with more schemes. I don't mind those accusations. You only really publicly shame them if they're no good, I guess. Ah, the Prince of Dragonstone. He's now old enough. So, yeah, let's give it to Jaehaerys. You kind of want to wait a little before allowing a regency to control, but now he's 16. We shall give Jaehaerys Dragonstone. He's now married off too, and is now going to get the painted table. And Otto was tutoring them. So, Jaehaerys, probably one of the only people Aegon ever truly loved. Blood and Cheese didn't happen in this alternative timeline. We were able to get Rhaenyra before she got them. Okay, that's Wars 1. Alright, well, now that we're here, the Harlaws have been stopped. Let's go north and stop these wildlings. So, Aegon is going to fly north. He's going to have to be really careful, because the dragons do not like flying over the wall. And we'll deal with these wildling raiders, which is interesting. So we're going to have to, what, siege here? Oh, Tessarion brings forth another clutch. Nice. 3 eggs this time. That's another 3 eggs. What's that? 6 so far in this run. That's perfect. Okay. The Bay of Seals. Let's, stop the wildlings going south. I guess from here they're circumnavigating the wall. And then this should be a lot quicker than dealing with the Harlaw's castle. Huh, Laris has now taken the High Lordship of... Well, I guess he's always been the High Lord. Wait, of Harrenhal. Wait, Orwell's died. That's annoying. I was going to get a new Maester. A new Lord Commander. Tall Heart. Now, someone else. Wonder how Corlys is doing. And Ulf. Oh god, the cannibal now attacks livestock. We got a new Grand Maester. Harmon. And, nice. We've won that. Perfect. Okay, so Daenerys needs to get married off. Aegon's had 2 children. Nice. So it looks like that line will continue. Viserys with Daenerys. Let's marry that off. I wonder if that would have happened in GOT if they won. I probably would have. Okay, well, I think it's probably time to go to war with the Dornish. And what's happening around Westeros? Oh, so Boris is no more. Marissa now sits. Lionel's now 11. So he was a babe at the start. 11 years. Jason is old. Elmo Tully rules the Riverlands. Aegon is Prince of the Vale, married to a Lannister. And Dalton still rebels. And what's going on in the north? Cregan Stark, the Lionheart, 32. Alright. And then we've got Corran. And they're not happy with us, the Dornish, because we did break that alliance. Okay, well, let's declare war upon them. Try and bring them into the fold. Let's start a war with the Dornish. Let's declare war. Let's go with Iron Throne Forced Vassalization. It hasn't popped up that they're still rebelling and there's an option to attack, because sometimes that happens as well, where it's a defensive war, I guess. No. It keeps on giving me the option to allow my banner to fly, but because we are the true Targaryens now, I would rather keep the black and red dragon rather than the golden. Okay, let's rally up. So, we won the dance, thanks to Aegon and the plot against Rhaenyra. We had a 5-year military campaign. Wait, Laris is going to be in the net. Okay, interesting. Against the Arryns, where we ultimately won, but fighting the Dornish down in Dorne is going to be easier said than done. The Targaryens, the House of the Dragon, failed multiple times against them. But let's go and try and win. Oh, okay, so we've managed to take out a Martell member here. And pushing down against Prince Corran of Dorne. We've won our first victory. I guess we go after House Ironwood, and we'll start conducting some campaigns just over the marshes. Unfortunately, Kristen Cole is no more, so he's not going to be able to help us out in this. Maybe break off the army slightly here as well. Cregan Stark is there. Or maybe if they split, they might bait us back. Hang on. Okay, so back in again. Doom is felled. Andros. Rogar Velaryon. Oh, we managed to get rid of Princess Corraine. She was married to Aemond at one point, or betrothed. Oh, we managed to get rid of Prince Corran. Okay, so we've managed to get rid of 3, and we married them to Aemond and Daeron. True, too. Okay, so the only dragon rider to die in this series so far has been Maelys in like a dance battle. Luke Joff and Daemon have died too, and Rhaenyra. Okay, so far, although Aegon sits the Iron Throne, he doesn't really have the support of most of the other houses. He's really conducting this campaign by himself. However, it does look like heaps of the other lords in Dorne are sort of rebelling. Oh my god, why is there 21,000 there? Okay, so Prince Aegon on Stormcloud, yeah, of the Vale, has managed to get rid of Maester. Oh good, so there are a lot of other dragon riders helping us out, which is good. But we're not doing the best here now, though. We do have 3,000 coins, so we're going to be able to get more mercenaries, but we need to take Sunspear. Oh, but there just seems to be so many other Dornishmen there. A Shattering Roar. Okay, so Aegon and Tessarion seem to be helping us out as well. So, even more dragon riders. Yeah, we just don't have the numbers. But we're still losing that, though, which is interesting. Why? Is that because they've got scorpions, maybe? Or is it the fact that it's just really hard to subdue the Dornish? We need a new Hand of the King. What? Oh, is Otto dead? My grandsire? Who should we name? I actually don't know who should be Hand of the King after Granddaddy Otto. Yeah, how did he die? Of old age. Okay, so this military campaign could be doing better, but at the end of the day, we are not using the Conqueror. We're using Aegon. So there's been 3 Princes of Dorne. I guess we try and go for Ghost Hill. And, like, we can't even take Sunspear. Looks like most of the other Dornish are not loyal to the new Martells. They're going to come in and be thrown back quite easily. It's just because we've just got rid of 2 princes. House Martell and the Dornish are ruled by a boy king, and I guess House Ulla, Ironwood, Hellholt are trying to... Yeah, it looks like they're trying to take Sunspear for themselves, so maybe we just let that happen. Yeah, it's a boy king now. Okay, well, let's move back and try and take some of the other castles. We just don't have the men. We're going to just need to get more mercenaries. Here come the Martells again. A bolt from the blue. Oh no! Prince Aegon of the Vale has been struck down and has died. Married to the Lannister. And Stormcloud is no more too. Oh no! We've lost our first dragon rider in this conflict. Stormcloud passes on. He does have 2 children though, with Jason's Lannister daughter. So, Eren and... Who's the other one? Okay. So who rules the Vale? Yep, so House Targaryen still rules the Vale. Oh, no. Well, I guess it's kind of fitting. We couldn't really have another Aegon be a prominent dragon rider. Alright, so I think we're not doing as good because the Dornish just have an absolute absurd number of scorpions, which the Valemen didn't have. Okay, so we're going to move back now to friendly Crown territory and try and get some more additional reinforcements. But yeah, these military campaigns are so much more harder in this new update, I think. We're really struggling, even with Dragon Riders. Maelor's now come of age, which is nice. Dorne is still yet to be brought to heel, but conducting a long, arduous, imperfect military campaign seems to be probably something lore-wise and RP-wise, something Aegon II would probably do. He's a bit of aloof. He's a bit of a drunkard. Doesn't have the biggest dragon. That marriage can now be sent off to... So that was Maelor marrying another Lannister girl. Okay. Alright, let's try and move back south and go again. So 3,000 the Dornish only have. Okay. Helena is now pregnant again, so that's pretty good. Larys is uncovering more schemes. But now it looks like the Dornish are getting more competent now as they've managed to get rid of one dragon rider. To try and speed things up, we're going to be a little bit risky and just try and use our dragons. Let's split off here, and I suppose we get Vhagar to control the other half with Aemond. Where is Aemond? Oh no, because he's at Driftmark now, he's not coming to help us. That's annoying. Well, that's something Aemond would do. He'd be like, well, we're not going to help out in this military campaign. So because Daeron hasn't been landed, he's going to be helping us out. And that's why Aegon was here too. Okay. Do we allow... No, I was going to say, do we allow like Cregan Stark to help us out militarily? So Prince Geras, who's 6, is currently the Martell leader. But the other houses are being quite defiant, not helping us out. Let's send an army to Hellholt. And let's send an army up here. But so far looks like the rebellious Martell men we're doing better. We're not doing as good against compared to the actual Martells. But they never really fully conquered Dorne the Targaryen, so I guess it's sensible and realistic that we're now struggling too with not the best Targaryen king. Especially not with that much support. Alright, so let's get Tessarion to go after Hellholt. I guess we've got Helena here too as well, helping us out. Okay, so a battle's going to ensue for Sky Reach. And it looks like Balon wants to become a Knight of Sir Adam, the giant on the Kingsguard. That's just a random Adam, not of Hull. Okay, still besieging here. You may not make a command so soon. So, in the north, we're just trying to get our dragons to conduct warfare. It is risky, but once House Martell is subdued, we'll go after the Greyjoys, I suppose. Let's bring in more mercenaries. We've got the money, so let's try and do it. Another 1,000 will come in, because we just need help in these sieges. It is risky using dragons in sieges. Helena has had another son, Aeron, and sure, let's give him another egg. Let's give another one of my children an egg, because Tessarion... Oh no! Speaking of him, had another clutching. No! My brother Daeron has now died. Oh, the Martells are taking out Targaryens left, right, and center. A scorpion bolt has killed Tessarion, one of our best dragons. No, and they've crushed us there. My brother Daeron is no more. Helena and Aegon are now still conducting. Aemond is at Driftmark with Baela, his wife. Okay, so let's move up here. So we started off well, decimating the prince and his heir. Now a boy prince rules Dorne, and they seem to be doing better. Oh, so Arik the Righteous, Cargyle, is no more, died of old age. Who should we give the Kingsguard to? Chester, Fell. Who's the more senior? I guess Chester. Probably the better suited. There's not many Kingsguard members from the dance. It happened so long ago. Okay, so I guess we get Rhaenyra. She's only 4-star. Tripping out with her dragon dreams, but still has Dreamfire, who for some reason she doesn't like to ride, but in this she's definitely using them. We need a new Kingsguard member. David, he looks alright. Humphrey Hammersmith. I guess we go with David though. Alright, let's move there. David's 37. Okay. New Kingsguard member. Wait. Devon. Oh, I saw Devon. I thought he died. Okay. So let's try and take this fort here. So we've struggled to take... hang on for a second. Maelor's had a son with the Lannister girl. Let's call him Maekar. We don't want to give him Aegon as a name. Okay, so because the Bannermen actually blocked us from taking Sunspear, that's really annoyed us. We tried to take Ironwood. We struggled with that. We split our armies up to try and take other castles. And we're losing Dragon Riders now because of it. Going to be a little bit more aggressive. Get Aegon in this. And Rhaenyra is conducting as well. So far, we've lost Aegon, Rhaenyra's son. Not overly too bad. I'm a bit gutted about Daeron, because Tesseron is such a cool dragon. He's so blue. Alright, let's move back to Ironwood now and go again. The throne is empty. Oh, it's because he's still conducting that military campaign. For us, obviously. Let's continue to be quite aggressive here, and we want to just try and wrap up this war as quickly as we can. Sunfire is becoming a more senior and stronger dragon. Rhaenyra has now taken Sunstone. And let's try and move up to Skyreach, because we can't seem to take Sunspear nor Iron... Oh, hang on. The Battle of Skyreach. So we've managed to... Oh, she just lost. The Dornishmen, although they're not united, they're still defending their castles, not for their lord. Okay, we're just going to have to rally up again. Damn! Maybe try and stop those Martells from taking that Reach territory. Rhaenyra should be okay. Oh no! She was winning the battle, but she's no more. Rhaenyra, my wife, has died. And Dreamfire is no more too. Oh no. Daeron, Rhaenyra, and Aegon have died. Oh my god. Aegon has lost 3 Dragon Riders in this war against the Dornish. Yikes! But it's probably realistic, I suppose. This is not good. I guess Dornish fans are quite happy to see the Targaryens failing again. If we had Aemond, it would help. Well, I guess Aegon is now single. We probably won't remarry him, though. Damn. More hatchlings, though, for the kids. I guess we try and rally up at Ironwood. Yikes. Okay. I guess we try and take that. We're just struggling down in Dorne. 5 years again. Getting close to taking Ironwood. And then I guess we try and go for Sunspear. This is just a really costly war. I guess it's even wise on the lords we've lost. I guess we just lost more of value because of the Dragon Riders. So although we won the dance and beat Rhaenyra, Aegon II's reign has not been incredibly peaceful. So yeah, at the moment, because we don't have Vhagar with us, Sunfire is the most senior dragon. So let's continue to focus on Ironwood. It looks like it's going to... No, I was going to say it's going to bait the Martells into an attack, but they went back. Or if they can combine up, they might have a reasonable chance. They might go for it. Oh, they're going to bypass and still go north. Just need to try and take more castles. They're trying to retake the fort I took. We should be able to take Ironwood before that, though. Your dragon is not large enough. Damn. If we just had Vhagar... It's because Rhaenyra got Baelor got Driftmark in the end, which is weird. There were so many other Valarians to take. I don't know how she got it technically. Maybe just bounced around once Rhaenyra died. Oh, no, it bounced because of Jace, didn't it? Because we got rid of them. Because I don't really know how Aegon is still the third in line to the Vale. It's just a little bit weird. Like, how is Emma Arryn's grandson got one of the stronger claims? I guess he has a dragon. Doesn't matter anymore because his sons now rule it, but anyway. More schemes. Still sieging Ironwood. I say Ironwood even though it's you can read it as Yornwood. But I don't think it really matters pronunciation. George changes it constantly. What is it, Ironwood or Yornwood? Let me know in the comments. Still sieging it out regardless. I've always said iron because it's an iron gate. It makes more sense. Oh no! What's this? Just a quick lore thing. I think Ironport was meant to be the name of Sunspear before it got changed. Well, we're going to leave it on a cliffhanger. Aegon II, besieging Ironwood, a bolt from the blue. The wind rushes past my face as I feel the power of Sunfire beneath me. We are flying towards enemy lines. I can see the enemy commander directing their forces. I'm about to bathe them in dragonfire. Dracarys! When I see a glint of light from the enemy's line. It's a scorpion bolt who has taken out Helaena, Daeron, and Aegon. It's heading straight for us. I can only watch as the bolt strikes Sunfire. Blood and fiery spray from the wound. Sunfire lets out a roar and rage, letting out Jaehaerys II's run, the name of the conciliator. Maybe he will take up his grandsire's mantle. So King Aegon II died 39 years of age, reigned for 18 years after winning the dance, defeating Rhaenyra. So King Aegon of II of the Iron Throne, his soul has finally been cast to the seven hells. He died when his dragon was killed by a crossbow bolt. He was a shameless man, but he was remembered for his treachery and coveted disposition. King Jaehaerys now ascends the Iron Throne, energetic and collected. Jaehaerys will surely improve the realm under his rule. So just to recap, we're currently in a war with the Dornish. We've gone through 2 Dornish princes. However, Aegon's campaign in Dorne has not been a great success. Daeron has been slain by Dornish crossbow bolts, along with Tessarion. Aegon lost his sister wife Helaena and Dreamfire, and Rhaenyra's son Aegon died too. So now we inherit this war that's not going well down in Dorne, and Jaehaerys has now inherited it. So now that Sunfire is no more, Jaehaerys does have his own dragon, but it is still a wee pup, a wee lizard. The war has been going on for so long now, we probably could sue for peace. He does have a dragon, Shire-Cross, and he is married to Jaehaera too. So we can quickly have a look. There are still a fair few dragons about where other Targaryen kids can claim. I do tend to give out dragon eggs as best as possible, but there are a lot of wild dragons still. Vermithor, Silverwing, Caraxes, that are still about. So yeah, not the best dragon. Chiros. Alright, so this war has gone on for too long. So Jaehaerys being the diplomat, we got to choose his lifestyle and set him up. He's diplomacy 20. Interesting. But I'm sure Jaehaerys will be a good king, because at the end of the day, he did know that his father and mother loved him. Blood and cheese didn't take him out in this alternative timeline, I suppose. So we won the dance. We beat the Arryns. House Targaryen sits the Iron Throne. A lot more people seem to like Jaehaerys over Aegon. Baelor now sits in Driftmark. Aemond hasn't helped us out in this war. And okay, so Jason Lannister is no more. Interesting. So let's try and make an alliance with him. My cousin sits in the Vale. And the Tully still rule the Riverlands. The Greyjoys still rebel. So maybe we need to make peace here. So Baelor the Silver Dragon. Interesting that she inherited Driftmark. And the Velaryons and the Arryns are no more. Okay, so I guess we allow Cregan Stark to command this last assault. I don't want to risk Jaehaerys to another crossbow bolt. But Aegon II wasn't the most competent military commander, even though we tried to make him so. The campaign in Honestly, the campaign in the Vale and now in Dorne is probably realistically ended how it should have. If he was the Conqueror's, well, the Conqueror incarnate, it might have helped. So we've only got Rhaenyra, who's a 45, so that's like half of what Sunfire was. And what's... Yeah, so I guess we could... You know what, when the army comes, we probably deal with it, but maybe in the siege we don't do it. So let's put in Rhaenyra's quickly, because we need to win this. So... Oh, nice, okay. So he is going to be able to destroy a bunch of Ironwood Lords. So it looks like... Oh, interesting. Lionel has made it to 18 years of age. Because it's been so long, the sickly boy at the start of the dance, or the babe of the Reach, has now fully come of age. Interesting. That's just funny. Okay, so we're still beating the Dornish here. Can I go for peace? Yeah, because it's been so long, and we've got fantastic diplomacy. We could offer a white peace and say, hey, this was our grandfather's... Well, it's his grandfather. Our father's war. We'll take a hit to our bannermen, but then we can reconstitute and then maybe go for Dorne in the future. So, Jaehaerys has now come in. We're going to make a white peace, which I tend not to do. But I think it's sensible and realistic, and probably roleplayer-wise, that's what Jaehaerys would do with his shrewd diplomacy. He's named after the Conciliator. Okay, so let's move back to King's Landing and take a stock of the dragons. So Jaehaerys now sits the Iron Throne with Rhaenyra, and most of the dragons from the actual that took a part in the dance are sort of no more. This is like another second generation. Otto died, so under Aegon's reign, so we need a new hand of the king. Do we go with Lord Cregan? Because we have to bring the North and all these other houses back into the fold. Oscar is now officially the Lord of Riverrun, which is hilarious. So Cregan looks like he's going to be hand of the king to Jaehaerys the second. Let's go with you. We can't bring Larys in for whatever reason. And who will be my admiral? Baela? That might make sense actually, because she is half Valyrian through her mother, married to Aemond. Okay, so let's have a sort of quick look at the family tree and where we're at. But Aemond still lives, and Aeron rules the Vale. So Jaehaerys and Rhaenyra have a daughter, Rhaenyra again, Dea. So we do need another son. So who's... Oh god, we're gonna have another bloody succession crisis. Maekar is the son of Maelor, so we could marry into them. Balon, Rhea, Daenerys, Aeron, all Aegon's children. Jace, Luke, and Joffrey no more. Aegon has had 2 children. We combine that, and then Viserys as well. He's been married off too. Aemond has a son, Aemond II. Viserys, Alex, Aenys. Oh yeah, so Daeron had a daughter too. So maybe we'll just try and combine a lot of those branches, I think. Give some pardons out as too. War stories. Prince Aemond and Jaehaerys are talking. Aemond was talking about the famous battles he won in the Crown Lands, I suppose. Well, guess what? I made peace in Dorne. It's not the best story. He's basically laughing at Jaehaerys making peace. Aemond sat out that war in Driftmark. I'm not entirely sure why. I could lie and say my story's better, but no. Yeah, Aemond has still got one eye on the throne, I suppose. Okay, so at the moment, it's going to go to the female line. We want to try and secure male preference primogeniture if we could. What's going on with House Martell too? God, so many of them were consumed to Dragonfire. Oh, who's this? Oh, interesting. Cassandra died. Interesting, okay. Lionel now rules the Reach through that line. So there's still a fair few Tyrells. I'm just trying to see how Westeros is shaping up. So Lauron. Oh my god, how many daughters did Jason have? What's that, 7? That's heaps. And yeah, Maekar, half Lannister. And then, yeah, so the lion and the dragon have wed quite a bit. I'm sure Tywin would be happy with that. Oscar the Gold. So Elmo and Grover. Dalton still has heaps of Greyjoys. And Cregan still rules the north. He's got a bunch of children too. And Rickard is on the wall. So, Laena's obviously died. Oh, so the Sea Snake died as well. He was on the wall for 6 years. So that Velaryon died out. Vaemon's line. I guess that's why they rule Driftmark through Baelor. Alright, so let's hold court. Jaehaerys will listen to the common people. He seems like he's not going to interfere with such things. Serious business. So a peasant strolls in, and it sounds like he's speaking gibberish. Because he's quite a shrewd diplomat, he's probably a fool. So we might not do much conquering in Jaehaerys' run. We'll just sort of have to see. Maybe be more of a diplomat. Because he did love his father, but he wasn't the best military tactician. So Baelor let him in, who's 32. She is the Princess of Driftmark. That's so interesting. Seeing that Aemond killed her grandmother. Oh, okay, so unfortunately Jaehaerys is just... Although he's a shrewd diplomat, he's under a lot of stress. So he can reduce it by having milk of the poppy, but that will lapse his judgment. He might be better off just trying to deal with his stress. Okay, so... My grandmother Alicent is still alive. So let's try and... Oh wait, he's a dwarf. Wait, Maekar's a dwarf? A dwarf Targaryen. I'm sure Tyrion fans will like that. Okay, well I'm going to break that betrothal. Damn, I thought Maekar could have been the... Well, the thing is at the moment, because Jaehaerys hasn't had a son, and the whole bloody dance was made because of male preference primogeniture, currently the heir to the Iron Throne is a woman. If we could get... The thing is, at the moment, Maekar is currently 3rd in line. We need Jaehaerys to have a male heir, ideally. And we could have done it through Maekar, because then it would have combined the lines. Aegon? Oh, we're just going to have to reshuffle these betrothals, because Aegon has probably got a better claim there. And we don't want to probably give him Maekar. We don't want to make the main line with Maekar, I think. Okay. But Aegon has had a bunch of children after Jaehaera and Jaehaerys. In this alternative timeline, his sausage did not, well, pop in the pan, as it were. So let's reshuffle these betrothals, as we did after the dance anyway. Because we got access to... There were still just so many Targaryens living. We didn't have to go to other houses. Okay, so let's give Aegon... Dragonstone? And no, maybe we wait, because the thing is, you want to give the heir to the Iron Throne Dragonstone. So maybe we wait. Because Maelor's 21. He's got a strong claim. Doesn't ride a dragon, though. Then we've got Balon, too. Maybe they can claim dragons, eventually. Seems to be okay, though. So maybe we grant the title to Maelor. So for now, Maelor is currently heir to the Iron Throne. So we'll go with male preference primogenitor. So if Jaehaerys was to die, we're not going to go through his daughters, even though it says that we're going to play as them. I think we'll probably play as Maelor. I think that's why, because the whole thing was male preference primogenitor. But it's tricky when a daughter... Does the uncle become for a daughter? It depends. The Shadow of Fame. Oh, remember my father, Aegon II. He was a great king. But he was slain in Dorne. I'm surprised he didn't get slain in the Vale. They just didn't have access to crossbow bolts. But so far, House Targaryen is alive, but fragile. So Lionel, yeah, is in Harrenhal. He does have 2 daughters. Costin and Hannah Strong. Harwin. Osmond. There's still a lot of... What, there's still 24 living strongs. Okay, so, yeah, so I'm just double checking. Maelor is 3rd in line, followed by Maekar, and then Balon. Can I change it? No. So we need a new Lord on the King's Guard. Wait, Maelor died? How? How did my brother die? What? Died to this Tampax? Did he try... Oh, okay. So, Maelor tried to claim a dragon? That was nesting in Driftmark under Baelor's command. Interesting. Oh no. So he... Oh my god, we just gave him Dragonstone. I was like, yes, this is my chance. So the heir to the Iron Throne just died. Oh god. So what does that make now? Balon. Oh, there's a regency actually in the Lannisters anyway. And the Westerlands. Oh, damn. So where did that... Oh, it just bounced back to me? But why did we lose Driftmark? I don't understand. And Baelor didn't like Aegon, so I can't imagine her liking Jaehaerys so much. Arin now rules the Vale. We need a new King's Guard member. Laren Riker. Robin Farron. I honestly don't know if I like any of those. Maybe we try and get someone a bit better. Oh, Maelor still gave... Well, his wife gave birth to a son. Sorry, daughter. Sure, we'll just accept that. Vaela. Oh, well that's annoying. Maelor. So, and then it passes to Balon the Blessed, I guess. Oh, he's got a son, Aegon. Aerion. Maybe we marry Jaehaerys to Aegon? We just want to try and combine... Or maybe we give Aerion... because he's married to Jaehaerys. Maybe we do it that way. Because then that's being a little bit self-centered. Yeah, so let's give Aerion... and choose him over Balon. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much of a ruckus. Aemond is still alive though. So at the moment, Aemond and Baelor have the most senior dragons. Well, there's still a lot of Aegon's kids that weren't given dragon eggs because they ran out. His great-grandchildren will though. Jaehaerys' children will have the ability to nestle dragon eggs in the cradle. The bassinet. Whatever. Okay, anything else we can do here with Jaehaerys? No. Alright, well, unfortunately it's time to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for episode 6 coming out soon if I ended up doing it. Would you like to see the continuation of Jaehaerys' reign? Aegon is no more, the dance is done, and the short events in the aftermath of bringing the Vale to heal the Iron Islands and some of the wildlings in the north. He conducted a campaign down in Dorne, but was ultimately unsuccessful. I feel like Jaehaerys would be quite passive, and, well, take after his namesake, the Conciliator, and be peaceful and try and bring in Dorne diplomatically. Maybe his future heir would be more warlike and try and bring Dorne in with fire and blood. But I might play for a little bit, see if anything happens. But if it's a long and boring reign, I might sort of skip it and maybe move on to something else. A diplomacy playstyle can be a little bit boring and not the most entertaining. You want to see fire and blood and dragon conquest, I think. But anyway, we're going to do more Crusader Kings 3, Game of Thrones campaigns on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm back uploading regularly, so stay tuned for more. My name has been Simpzy. I'll see you in the next one. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.